good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Prosperity Mindset Call. Excited about another opportunity to be able to share. Happy Friday to you, TGIF Friday, and we're going to a holiday weekend. Excited about what we got going on. Another incredible day yesterday. I know today will be an even more incredible day than yesterday. I believe that, one of the things that I want to make sure everybody on this call understands is the power of edification, edifying, the power of edifying, and edification is one of the skills that we can all improve on. We all can understand the power of it and why it's so important for all of us on this call to build each other up. And it was funny the other day on a training call, Steve Barron said there's only two P's in this business: production and politics, and that's exactly right. But edification is a key cornerstone to everything that we do, because people in this world are so beat up, so busted, so banged up, so mentally under pressure, financially deprived, spiritually deprived, health-wise. Just they don't. When people talk good about somebody, it's rare for them to hear something positive. So when we talk about each other positive, we talk about our company and that we edify the company, we edify leadership, we edify the comp plan, we edify our products and services, we edify our culture. These are all things that are part of who we are today in our society, because we all know that the 97% in the world today, they're one paycheck away. They're not where they want to be, but they're looking for us as 3%ers to guide them and lead them to where they want to go. And they're looking for somebody that can be a great leader to them. But the power of edification is critical. And it's not only external edification, it's internal edification. So what do I mean by edification? It means the ability to build somebody up. I learned this in this industry. I never, ever want to work with somebody that I can't edify. Everybody that's on this call, everybody that's in my organization, I feel good about edifying them because I know what kind of person or people they are. I know what they stand for. It's critical that all of us understand the power of edification. Number one is, why do we do it? We do it because it's the right thing to do, because we truly feel that we feel positive about that person that we're doing business with. Number two, the rest of the world is looking for somebody positive because they're negative. They come from a negative environment. So when you speak highly about your company, you speak highly about the leadership, you speak highly about the compensation plan, instant pay, you speak highly about our incredible products that we use every single day to build internal relationships and cultivate external relationships. But the world is so negative that when people, it's amazing, when you give somebody a compliment, sometimes they're uncomfortable because they don't hear compliments. They don't get positive feedback from people. So when we talk positive about somebody or circumstances or thing, people get uncomfortable because their daily method of life does not include somebody building them up. So we got to make sure that as a great culture and a great team that we understand the power of edifying. Now, this is important because everything that we do, it's a perception. And the perception is this, which is reality, is that everybody that's in my company, I believe in. Everybody that uses my product, I believe in my product. I believe in my compensation plan because it achieves many people around the world and helps people that are not as fortunate as we are, so we can give back through our earnings. And number four is I want to be able to turn people from a negative standpoint to a positive standpoint by talking positive. See, we are what we believe. We are what we hear. We are what we say. We are what we act upon. So it's important to all of us to edify each other. Edify each other. Now, I don't get on the phone, and it's funny because I had a phone call from one of my teammates the other day, and they was telling me that they believe that somebody on their team was basically not edifying their upline. You don't know this person as well as I know them, and they have a past. And I mean, really, when I hear that, what it tells me is that somebody's ego is so big that they can't get out of their own way. It tells me that they want to be the deal so bad that they'll try to tear down leadership or ownership because of their lack of belief in themselves. And it's amazing when I understood that in life about business and people and circumstances, it was amazing what happened for me. I started understanding why people do what they do, why they say what they say, why they act like they act. But edification is something that we all got to make sure that we do. Number one, we edify the company. We edify the company. We've been here almost 8 years now. We started in 2007. We're totally debt-free. We're doing over $400 million in revenue. We're doing business in over 145 countries. We have great ownership at the top of the company. I believe in ownership 300%. I trust it. I know what they're about. I see the vision. I'm a part of that vision every single day. But that's the company. Those are the main points that I want to talk about. 8-year-old company, totally debt-free, $400 million. Ownership is impeccable. He's been around the industry for over two and a half decades at a very high level. He was a multiple seven-figure earner multiple times. What does that mean for you and me? It means that he understands field dynamics. He gets it. He understands what it takes to be successful in this industry because he was successful at a very high level. And I'm speaking of no other than Bob Raymond. So that's how I edify the company. How do I edify the compensation plan? Well, think about this today. In our society, people want money now. We're the only company in the history of relationship marketing to do what we do with instant pay in 70 years in this industry. Think about that. 70 years, 7 decades, nobody has done what we're able to do. Is that a proper edification? Because it's the truth. It is absolutely the truth, and we're totally transparent. I tell people this. Just imagine if you worked on your job and your boss tapped you on the shoulder every 3 minutes and paid you your hourly rate in advance. Would you be excited about working your job? Yes. That's how you edify the comp plan. Leadership. We have some of the best in the world in the industry, in this company, that are documented. I'm not talking about pretenders. I'm talking about people that have done it, that have documented year after year after year, that have created over billions of dollars in revenue, over $2 billion in revenue in my career we've been able to create in 25 years. I've helped 31 people earn 7 figures a year or more in the industry. That's a fact. That is a fact. It's not a rumor. It's not bragging. It's a fact. People like Steve Barron, been a 7-figure earner in this industry. Okay? These are people that have done it. Ron Wright have earned $1 million inside of Talk 3 and was very successful outside of this industry within corporate America. That's a fact. It's not rumor. These are all things that you need to understand the story behind the story so you can properly edify the individuals that you work with every single day, because when you properly edify them, that's half the battle to remove the subconscious garbage that people hear about business and about people every single day, because they came from a negative environment, from a mental state of mind. So when we properly edify our company, our leadership, then the industry, how do we edify the industry? Ladies and gentlemen, the industry's been around over 7 decades. It's being taught in some of the most prestigious universities in the world. Harvard, Princeton, Yale. You can go get an international networking degree. I mean, a few years ago, I was invited to come to the University of Chicago, Illinois, to talk about networking. That's the power of it. People like Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton talk about the power. Oprah Winfrey talk about the power of network. It's not up for debate anymore. It's socially accepted. It's created more millionaires than any other industry other than real estate, and we're fastly approaching them. That's how you edify the industry, okay? That's it, the products and services. How do you think about it? We got 21 different intellectual patents on our products, so no one else can do what we do, can't duplicate what we do. We're first to market with the way we're able to real-time communicate with people on any device anywhere in the world. That's how you edify the software. So when I sit there and I hear people say, I got a guy on the phone and made a lot of money, I want you to talk to him. That's not properly edified. Properly edify the company. Properly edify leadership. Properly edify the instant pay. Properly edify the industry. Properly edify the products. Properly edify the comp plan. That's half the battle, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get good at building each other up. And if you're not building each other up, then what are you doing? What are you doing? And when I hear people say things like, well, this person did this 10 years ago or 5 years ago, and when I hear people trying to pick people apart, it tells me something in that person's head and heart is not wired right. It is not wired right. And that person will never, ever build a significant business in this industry. 25 years, I've never seen a person go around and talk negative about a company or industry or leadership or comp plan or products and build a big organization. Now think about this for a second. Why would you talk negative to the people that are helping you create an income? Does that make any kind of common sense? Why would I destroy the mindset of somebody that's driving your income? Think about that for a second. Why would I pick up the phone and slam Bob Rayner when he pays me hundreds of thousands of dollars a month to do what I love doing? Why would I talk negative about him? Why would I talk about something, number one, I don't have the facts on? Number two, I'm not qualified to speak on it because I wasn't there. It's some kind of crazy pipe rumor that someone made up that probably don't even know Bob Rayner. Why would I engage in that? Why would I involve myself with somebody that does that? That tells me that that is a poor-minded individual that will never earn income in this industry, that they're looking for their own identity. And when someone's looking for their own identity, they can't show somebody how to be successful because they don't know that they're successful yet themselves. It's a scary state of mind. Stay positive. You can't stay positive, then stay out. Don't be involved in the culture. And I would tell people that if someone brings that to you and creates that, try to create that dynamics in your team, I would immediately pick up the phone and call your upline. I would immediately call your upline because that person is dangerous. It's a cancer cell that's internally working through your organization. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a cell of I want to be the deal. It's called a cancer cell, I want to be the deal. But you haven't earned the right to be the deal yet. I'm not the deal. Bob Rayner's the deal. Talk Fusion's the deal. Instant Pay's the deal. The organization's the deal. I'm the deal beside the deal. See, I want to be the guy beside the guy. I don't need to be the guy anymore. There's only really one guy, and that's a whole other conversation. We'll talk about that later sideline, one-on-one over a cup of coffee. But when I hear those things, it tells me this person will be a thousandaire forever. So never build a big organization. Don't be one of those individuals. Be an individual that builds people up. That when you see them coming in the room, you're excited. When I see Ron Wright's number come across my phone, I'm excited. When I see Susan and Stephen Barron's number come across my phone, I'm excited. When I see Dennis' phone come, I'm excited. Greg Hayes, I'm excited because I know they're positive-minded individuals that are not out trying to tear down the castle we're building. Those are the people I want to associate with. They're my favorites in my phone. If something ever happened to me, I promise you, you go on my iPhone or whatever phone I'm looking at, and you look under favorites, you'll find people that are on this call that are there. They're starred in my phone because they bring positive energy. They bring positive belief. They build me up. They build the company up. They build each other up. That's the individuals I want to work with. That's the individuals that I go to battle with every single day. I'm not in the tear down business. I'm not in the demolition business. There's some people in this business, they're in the demolition business. I tell them, I'll send the National Guard and just send them in, they'll destroy a team by their mindset and what they say, what they do. Don't be one of those individuals. Be a person that builds people up. Be somebody that's a pillar in your organization. Be a pillar in your community. Be somebody that people can be attracted to, that love to be around you. That's the individual you want to be. So edify. If you can't edify, don't say anything. Don't say anything. But you know what? I would never be in a circle of individuals that I couldn't personally edify and feel great about it. I feel so great. 25-year career. First time in my career I could say, you know what? I totally trust ownership. I totally trust the leadership team around me, my inner circle. I totally trust the comp plan. I totally trust the products. I know they're not changing ingredients as we speak. I know they're not behind my back moving people out of my organization as I'm going to bed at night. I know what we have. I know. That's why I edify it to the max, because I know 300% that we're going to be here forever and ever and ever. If you don't believe that, you better get that belief. If you don't believe you got that belief, you need to find somewhere else to go. Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, people will sense that you don't believe in what you're doing, and they'll never join you. They join you first before they join the company. They join you first before they join the company. That's why proper edification is critical, because the person that you're going to put on the phone as your expert is going to edify you, and that's going to be the beginning of that person opening up their mindset so you can plant the seed of Top Fusion and Instant Pay. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time and attention. Happy Friday to you. Successful people compress success. That's exactly what we're doing from Friday to Sunday. What are you doing to move your business in a faster, bigger, and better situation? Take care, everybody. Enjoy the bounce every day.